it's time to start changing this area around. I've had it kind of in the back of my mind for a while now, but things have got to happen different. This runway is going to go over here. I've got to move a lot of stuff out. I'm going to put the hangar either here or here on this end, not sure which, but let's get into it and find out what I do. All right, now that those little critters have been locked out of my railroad room by a screen door and overhead screen, we get started back on some projects. So what I'm going to do is change this around a little bit. The landing strip's going to go over here. I'm going to green it up, get this area finished off a little better. I don't know if the hangar's going to go on this side or this side. I'm going to extend the runway into that little road over there so it comes out this way. There's no way I can get it to scale with this limited setup, but let's just see what I can do with it. Got to clean some stuff out of there first. So these items have got to go. Put the rolling stock away for a while. So I want to catch you up on what I've done here. When I recorded it, the battery ran out and this part of the video didn't record. So what I've done was clean this up and put a layer of joint compound over here. I'm going to move the airstrip over a little bit, and right now I'm just going to sand it flat and see if it needs another coat. Hopefully we'll be okay, but we'll see. So I can already see it's going to need some fill here or there, but now that I've got it smoothed out, one thin coat will probably take care of that. All right, so let's get a skim coat going on here. The difficulty is going to be right in the middle. where I have to transfer over to that side without getting a bump in the middle, or at least too much of one. I don't want to lean over these trees or I'll crush them. Get something down first. I don't think, let's see if I can do that. It's not bad, I'm not touching anything. Yeah, maybe we can get away with that. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll try to get away with sanding it one more time and see if that takes care of it. But I think I've got it smoothed out where I want the runway. Almost, anyway. All right, well, I think that's the best I can do with it. We'll let that dry, see what it looks like. All right, it's been dried for a few hours. Let's give it a good sanding, see what it looks like. All right, let's give it some color and see what is going to happen here. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. And may very likely take a couple of coats. Now, obviously, the airstrip is not going to be that wide. I just want to cover up all the material that I put down. And it is going to need another coat, but I don't think I need to sand it again. This is going to be good enough once it dries. All right. I'll be back to give it another coat. All right, let's get that second coat in here. So we're going to let that dry in good shape overnight before I attempt to do anything else. So we'll be back. So I'm going to be putting some greenery down here. So I want everything off the rail, out of the way. Even though I'm not putting much over here, I'm taping off the rails anyway because I don't want to get anything on them, especially glue or ground cover. This paint has hardened for quite a while now, so it will take masking tape without peeling up. That's kind of an important addition for me, because at some point I got to figure out how to put lines down there. Now I wanted, or was thinking of doing just a grass strip, but I decided not to because I don't have a lot of room here, not for a scale airport. It's going to be a scaled down airport. So I've got that part done. I'm going to make the edge of the airport now, and then I can green it in. I guess I should say I want to make the edge of the runway now, then green it in. So I'm going to be right about there. Good. Now this is going to be a little tricky because I want to keep it straight and I can't see it from here. So I'm just going to weight down that piece so it doesn't come up. Now I can make a straighter line here. There we go. All right, so up next, I want to measure the width of this runway. I marked it out 5 inches, which is probably not scale and not enough room for FAA regulations. But being as I'm given a limited amount of space, I don't have all the room that my brother does. We're going to use a little artistic license here and see what I can do. All right, let's tape this off again. And this time I'm going to use some wax paper to help hold it down, or to help keep debris off. I've got a good line to go by this time. I'm only going up as far as the runway access point for now. So just getting this area covered up now. Again, just getting the glue down. I'll sprinkle a ground cover and then a little more glue. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this side of the landing strip. Like I said before, just using artistic license here. I'm sure it's not to scale for FAA approval. All right, well, let's see how we're looking here. Something to catch all the debris with. And let's get this tape up. Now we'll see how much paint we're going to lose. Not a lot, not bad. Up to right there. But that's fixable. All right, let's let that dry and see what happens. Well, all right, that's all I have time for this week. The airstrip is done. Still got to put markings down. I'll finish in this area at some point. But that's pretty much the shape of it. And I am going to put the hangar up here somewhere, along with access, parking, and we'll see what else we can do. So join me next time on Mike's HO Scale.